Hello and welcome back to Stump the Scientist. We have a couple of difficult questions today to discuss. And the first one is, if space is expanding, where did it start? Well, we do know that space is expanding. Our astronomers, through observations, can see this. And in fact, in recent years, astronomers are telling us that space is expanding more rapidly as time goes forward. And that was a surprise, causing physicists to hypothesize something called dark energy to explain the faster expansion of the universe as time goes forward. But to the question, where did the expansion start? The answer really is nowhere in particular. And the reason for this is that in order to identify a location, in other words, to answer the question where, you have to have reference points. You have to have a coordinate system, something to refer position to. For instance, if I were to put you in a completely dark void with nothing else there and ask you where you are, you would have no way of telling me because there's nothing to refer to. You would see nothing around you. Everything would be black. Nothing to refer to. You can't answer the question where. That is the situation when the universe came into being. There was nothing around it, nothing to refer to, so there was nothing to use to answer the question where the expansion started. So the answer is nowhere in particular. Now the second question is really even more difficult. It is, what was there before the Big Bang? The Big Bang, as you know, is the starting point of the universe. And so many people would say, or some people would say, that even this question is not valid because it's worded what happened before the Big Bang, and if you believe that time started at the Big Bang, then there was no time before the Big Bang, so there was no before. So in that sense, it's not a valid question. However, there are hypotheses in physics that our universe started from an event in a still larger universe that some people have called the multiverse. Or there are other theories in physics that our universe started from the collapse of another universe, which then exploded into existence as a new universe at the Big Bang. These are hypotheses, these are speculations, there's no proof of any of these. And so the answer to this question is no one knows. No one knows what existed before the Big Bang. We have speculation hypotheses, but that's it. Maybe in the future we'll have some scientific evidence that enables us to answer this question, if it's answerable. And we have to remember as well, when asking questions like this, that science requires that answers be testable, that they be referable to experimental data. If they are not, if there are no consequences, if there's nothing that can prove or disprove the hypothesis, then it is not a scientific question. The question then belongs to the realms of human thought we call philosophy or religion. Science deals with things that can be verified and tested. Philosophy and religion deals with the other questions in our lives. And so we have to be careful when we ask questions that are very basic, which realm we want to answer these in. So that's the answer. No one knows at this point in time what happened before the Big Bang.